Comedian Dave Chappelle was tackled live on stage at the Hollywood Bowl last night, and believe it or not, but Chris Rock was even in attendance. He probably thought, at least it was someone famous that attacked me. The incident took place during the Netflix's A Joke Festival, but the only joke here is their lack of security. Some random man was actually able to get on the stage and then tackle Dave from the side. Not only that, but law enforcement told media outlets reporting on this that the attacker even pointed a weapon at Chappelle as he rushed him. From what we understand, the gun was not real, it was a replica of a semi-automatic, but can you imagine being in Dave's position and you just see this man with a weapon running at you? Terrifying. And after the man made contact, he popped up onto his feet and evaded a panicked security team as he fled off stage, where he was later detained and then hospitalized. Police also told NBC Los Angeles that the man had attached a knife to the replica weapon that would eject the blade when discharged correctly, although it was not clear if he attempted to do this during the attack. As I just mentioned, the man is now in police custody at the Hollywood hospital, but the nature of his injuries is also unclear, and no information has come out regarding what crime he will be charged with. This is certainly, though, not a good look for the first ever live comedy festival for Netflix, which had forced fans to put away their cell phones, but failed to stop this man from getting into the event with a weapon. What's ironic here, though, is that Dave was just joking about needing to beef up his security seconds before the comic was tackled. While talking about beefing up his security, Dave mentioned the backlash that he received for his controversial comments about trans people last year, adding that he was even more frightened for his onstage safety after watching Will Smith slap Chris Rock at the Oscars. According to reports, Jamie Foxx was also in attendance and actually watching from the side while wearing a sheriff's hat. Not sure why that's important, but it was detailed in the reports. When the attacker rushed Dave, Jamie rushed in to help stop the man, who was then reportedly subjected to punches and kicks from 10 of Chappelle's own security team once they got a hold of him. Chris Rock, who had also performed earlier in yesterday's event, was also there for Dave's set, so when Chappelle came back out on stage, he grabbed the mic from him and jokingly said, "Was that Will Smith?" Later footage of the suspect also showed the unidentified man being treated by paramedics for what looked like a pretty nasty injured arm before he was taken to the hospital in an ambulance. However, police noted that the man had only suffered from superficial injuries. Although I don't know about that. I mean, his arm was literally like twisted backwards. He looked like if you took a Mr. Potato Head doll, popped off the arm, and then stuck it on backwards. BuzzFeed reporter Brianna Sachs was also on the scene and said of the incident, "The comedian had literally just said he now has more security because of all the uproar from his jokes about the trans community. What is really surreal about this is that Chappelle talked about Chris Rock and the slap, new reality-facing comedians, having more security with him and his wife being worried about him now. He did a whole bit about a crazy man coming to his house and chasing him down in his car. And when Dave returned to the stage, he appeared to be uninjured and actually continued on with his set, joking that it was a trans man that had attacked him. We don't know that's for sure, though. It was just a joke." Also, once the attacker had been detained, Dave thanked Jamie Foxx for assisting him during the curtain call. He said, "Shout out to Jamie Foxx, by the way. Whenever you're in trouble, Jamie Foxx will show up in a sheriff's hat." Celebrities in attendance also reacted to what happened as well. After the attack, comedian Jimmy Carr shared a selfie taken with Dave and tweeted, "The Hollywood Bowl show with the legendary Dave Chappelle was crazy. Just happy everyone's okay." I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this, though, because that's all the time that we have for today. So stay classy, and I'll see you on the next one.